I would definitely do a liquid. I would start out with lymphatic 4, maybe move to lymph node 2 liquid after about a month or so. Definitely I would do kidney number 1 capsules, and I would do kidney number 2 a liquid. Or do both liquids, I don't care, but go after those kidneys very aggressively. I think in your case I would do a adrenals 160, you know, like an adrenal formula, get my adrenals perked up there, and work in that way. Start pulling that lymph system out. Very, very important. Use the GI broom if you can. Start cleaning yourself up. You gotta clean and strengthen. Clean and strengthen. That's our focus. Clean and strengthen. Clean and strengthen. That's what we do. We clean the body out and we strengthen the cells that comprise it. There's nothing any more simpler than that. All these naturopathic schools, all these medical schools, we clean and strengthen the human body. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Clean and strengthen the human body. We're not going to destroy the human body anymore. We're going to clean and strengthen it. That should be the motto of all universities. Clean and strengthen yourself, mentally, emotionally, and physically. How simple. You can mix simplicity with intellectualism. Did I say that? Divine Kitchen. Ha! That would be a fruit orchard down in the tropics somewhere. Or over at Yas in Thailand. Probably a big fruit market. That would be the Divine Kitchen. On the physical side, on the spiritual side, God is the Divine Kitchen. Hi, Doc, can I do a slow detox? Absolutely, you can do a slow detox. Absolutely. Just changing your lifestyle to a predominant, to 70-80% raw and 20% to 30% cooked is definitely a good way to start entering this for a lot of people that are not in a stat or emergency need. If you're not in pain, you don't have tumors, you don't have all these issues, why absolutely. And sometimes you're so bad you have to start a little slower. The things that always avoid dead animals, always avoid proteins, your grains, your beans, your nuts. Get rid of those worthless, crappy foods. They're not even, get rid of those. We can argue about the health of grains till hell freezes over, and it won't change. They're fattening. They create acidosis. Look at what happens to a horse who eats too many grains. He founders. All right, you can't do it. So your grains, beans, these are dormant foods. If you sprout them, okay. But get rid of these kind of foods. Dairy, holy God, let all the dairymen drink the dairy and everybody else get a run away from this stuff. They can't prove in a court of law where it's healthy for you at all. Matter of fact, let it be known what the chemistry of pasteurized milk really is. So this is part of the problem. Those are the things you have to avoid. If you're going to at least detox a little, you got to stay with fruits, berries, melons, and vegetables. Whether you steam the vegetables or not, okay, but you got to stay in those perimeters, knowing that even the vegetables isn't aligned with your physiology, but okay. Break down the cellulose a little bit, juice extract. I'm following up a previous message I sent. I now have 3 diseases following me around. Oh, I didn't think there was any such thing as diseases. So I don't think they're following you around, dear. I know you're laughing. I have to laugh too. That was pretty good. I like you guys because you're so funny. But this is true, though. You know, ulcerative colitis. Again, we're going back to the other chapter we talked about earlier here, interstitial lymphatic constipation. You got to get this out of you so you don't have that thing going on. Scleroderma. Oh, I don't think so. I would not go slow with detox. If scleroderma is following you around, run! And Hashimoto's, hypothyroid. I've never failed with a scleroderma case, but you don't even want to go there. No way in holy you know what. That is one of the worst conditions one could ever deal with. So, a high acid condition that just trips the body, it's just not good. And I've talked about scleroderma before, how it just everything becomes fibroids. chokes you up till you choke to death. Your lung, everything literally becomes hardened as a rock. High level of acidosis. Hashimoto's is part of it. So, what are we going to do? I wouldn't do a slow detox. Not with scleroderma. Ulcerative colitis, you don't want that to turn into cancer. And Hashimoto's, okay, big deal. That's easy to fix. But the scleroderma, you want to tear this apart and get out of this. Cut that baby following you, or shoot them or something. I don't know, but you don't want those to follow you around, dear. The last 4 weeks saw my body collapse on me. Oh, I got so cold. One of my fingers got infected, my liver. You see how toxic you are? You have to be very toxic to have scleroderma. And very acidic condition. Where again, the body's becoming like a rock. Not good. And you're seeing this all through you. Your finger got infected. Infection, acidosis. My liver all but packed in and digested stopped completely. Oh my God, how about the pancreas? My wife thought I was going to die. Oh my friend, what is going on here? I saw an emergency Chinese doc and he is going to help me short term. Well, you get up on all raw, first of all raw. Don't play around, don't slow detox. Just a word from the wise. Get your butt in gear, bro, because scleroderma, you don't want to play around. I'm dead serious with that one. I couldn't even be more serious. You do not mess around. You get your butt cleaned up here. Get yourself on 100% raw and move to the fruits, berries, and melons and move those lymphs, because you've got some problems. Some serious issues you got to correct. Let me see, and also I have had some cooked food to get my body warmed up. Well, this is where, for those that don't like this, close your ears, but this is where the thyroid glandulars are really going to be important. We don't even know if a pituitary is involved. Doesn't matter. Get on a very strong thyroid glandular and get that thyroid up so it gets you warmed up there. You might even have to, spend a little vacation down in the tropics and get yourself acclimated to a higher level of healing and warm up a bit. And warmed up here, the UK and raw food and fruit, I know it is. I know it. Humans moved into areas that made it difficult on them, no question. That's why they went down the road they did. I realize that for a thin, bony guy. Now here's another thin, bony guy and who has imbalance and weaknesses. Well, bro, we're going to help you now and get your health back. Here's a case. He's thin. Well, he's got ulcerative colitis. So what does that tell you? Interstitial lymphatic constipation, huh? Absolutely. And so you really got some work ahead of you, my friend. Very important that you don't slow detox. Your life is very serious here. This is coming from my heart, okay? Very serious. You want to get control of this, my friend. Right now, I just cannot cope with all raw or all fruit. Well, you got to try. Whether you get to the tropics, take a vacation, whatever you got to do, my friend. Lock yourself in the house, turn up the heater, and get some sun lamps. I don't know. Someone was asking me to define why tanning beds and stuff are bad for you. Now good information's coming out. I don't know what to say about it. And it wasn't, I didn't say magnetism. It's about isolated frequencies of magnetism, about magnetics. It's isolating full spectrum lighting. And when you isolate chemistry or isolate magnetic energy, it has a tendency to have a tail on it. Whips and kicks your butt. Because everything works synergistically in chemistry and in energy. So everything is on itself. And I gave the example of arsenic. Arsenic is in the family of nutrients. But it's a distant cousin. You don't bring arsenic and treat it like a brother, because that brother will kill you. So the same thing with magnetics. They're all in ratios. I don't have a great understanding of that by any stretch of the imagination. But it is obviously when the news comes out and says that these are cancer causing, that is a little freaky. And I have seen what the infrared light does to you by itself. So you just got to be real careful about playing at this. You have a problem, go out into Mr. Sun. You used to do the best you can. Can I do your herbs and glandulars and do a slower detox? Yes, you can. At least do that. And then kick that detox up as our weather's getting warmer. But you can't afford to wait, my friend. I know London, and I know the UK, and I got tons of clients there, have had for years, and I know what you guys deal with there. 3 years serious raw in this cold and damp. Yeah, I know it. I know it. It's just, I don't know what to tell you there. Tough country to detox in. I know you are. So do your best, my friend. If not, I need my fingers back for my guitar. Well, hell, you're one of the bros. You got to get move. Go somewhere where it's warm or something. That's what I'm saying. Your health is the most important thing right now that I see in your life, besides the woman. But your health, and you really want to get it back, my friend. This is spooky. Get rid of that scleroderma. Get rid of that ulcerative colitis. Pop up that thyroid. You'll be in good shape. So, yeah, get on a good herbal detox program. Tear it up as much as you can. Get that thyroid up so it'll warm you up. You're sitting there on a cold thyroid. I'll warm you up. You'll feel better. Oh, this is a Latin lady. This is a little Latin lady, Tina from Ontario. I haven't heard from you in a while, Tina. Thank you, Dr. Morris. Thank you, Tina. I would love your advice on people who think this approach is just too simple. I don't know. It's time we turn to simplicity and joy and happiness, don't you think? I think we have a big job on our hands. The academic line is going nuts. The healthcare systems are going nuts. The governments have already went nuts. All these things. And you know what? It's that these souls that are involved are not strong souls. They fall to the powers of the negative side. And not that it's negative in the sense, but, you know, if you had to label it with the mind, yeah, it just is what it is. But in that, of course, is all the greed and the egotism and all the things that are involved on that side. So this world offers us a chance to play with those and to learn to be strong beings in the world of creation. Those people on this planet just are bounced around like leaves falling from a tree in the fall. People don't have their own self-motivation anymore. It's like people are walking around like zombies, you know. That's just what the government wants. I'm advised that drugs aren't legal. You know, just a good way to control people. For example, my husband always says to me, detox is always your answer to everything. And it's my answer too, Tina, so I'm standing right beside you facing your husband and saying, why is it always the answer? And that's one of my questions to you guys. Why is detoxification always the answer? I need your answers to that. Why is it always the answer? No matter what you come up with, why is detoxification always the answer? Well, to answer that little clue, what is detoxification? And maybe your husband needs to get that. So I'm sure he's tired of hearing it. But it is the golden key that unlocks the door of Wellville. I can only tell you. No, what you throw at me, I can show you where cleaning acids out of the human body and rebuilding the cells that comprise it is always the answer to wellness. Because that's all that's in there.